add loop in that corner,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get property address.
Got it. Yep.
Cool. And then, so I just put in my address for now. It's just like a sample.
What is
Click
that?
con- which is
I'm
three
gonna
two.
do it with you on my computer here.
Okay, so it's 3207. Can you see my screen or no?
I can, but it's on my cell phone, so you know what I mean. It's really
Oh,
small.
got it. Yeah, so it's 3207 Aqua Marine Boulevard, Avon Lake, Ohio, 44012.
Got it.
Cool. And then you click continue. And then here you'll have the option to either do like a listing loop, a purchase loop, a listing for lease loop, and a lease loop. So a listing for lease is like if you were the landlord,
Okay.
and then a lease would be like if you had a tenant.
All right. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a second and set the phone down because it's just in the way. But you can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm at add a new loop, and you're suggesting go to, or you're saying go to what now? I'm sorry.
So once you add a new loop and then you put in the property address.
Yep, I did that.
Okay, perfect. And then so right now, which one do you want to learn more about, the purchase loop or the listing loop?
Um, Probably, well, either or, I guess. Let's do listing first.
Okay. So listing loop and then click continue. And then we don't have a photo and then just click done. Create the loop. So now you can click on view loop and it'll have all the listing documents there for you.
Got it. Okay.
Well, and then so when you scroll to the bottom, you'll see add person.
Yep.
Okay, so click on add person and then you just like you'll type in your seller's information. So you'll type in their name, email address, and then what role they play.
Got it.
He's my seller. And then click add person. So as soon as you add somebody to a loop, they will automatically be added to your contacts in Dotloop.
That's cool.
Yeah. So now, um, so now that you have the seller added, and then here you would also add like the title company once you get their information, lender's information, and say you go under contract, you'll also put like the buyer's agent information and the buyer's name in this area.
Got it. So I'm gonna just kind of watch you from now on and just observe rather than try to keep up. But I think it'd just make more sense to do it that way.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, and then
That way you don't
obviously,
have to wait. Yeah, that way you don't have to wait on me.
okay, no worries. So I do like to like this is a pre-listing since we're not active yet. This listing is not active. I always put it like a pre-listing, and you see all the various documents. So if you want to go ahead and add a document, you click on add document and then click template. And now here, PWGN listing packet, these are already uploaded into your loop. And then if you want to get like additional documents, I like adding in the MLS input sheet when I have a new listing. So that's going to be MLS listing input residential. And then you click copy. And then this will be copied right onto your loop. And this is how you get added here. And say you wanted to add like your own type of document. All documents that you upload into Dotloop have to be in PDF form. So for example, if I go to browse and I wanted to add in, homeowner info. I click on that and it'll populate. Now, when it does add in PDF form, you will have to like create your own text box, signature boxes and things like that. Okay. So for example, if you go into, let's say MLS listing input, a screen will pop up and it'll say automatic auto refill. And the more information you put into the loop, the more information will automatically fill in the various fields. So right now I just have the seller's name. What's super nice is you can just type in the information you know, and then when you do either go on your listing appointment or even this, if this is after the fact, after your listing appointment, you can fill in this information and then cross-reference this when you go ahead and input it into the MLS to then make it active. But it is helpful to like go through this with your client. And you always want to click save. And then another great thing is once you do add your client to the loop, you go ahead here and click assign field. Click on your client's name. And then when you click save and share, it will send the document to your client to have them sign the various fields you assign them per each document. Do you have any questions?
No, that's actually really convenient and cool that it auto fills like that for sure. Their signature,
Yeah.
you know.
And then on their end, like a good thing to do is go through all the documents and then assign them the specific fields. So like this will autofill and then assign them this, and then obviously you would have this filled out, but then assign, this has already been assigned to him. Now that that's the seller spot, this has assigned, that will be assigned to him. And then this is actually assigned to you. So like for me example, and then save it, and then I go back. And then once I fill in each of these documents, I could go ahead and check them. And then here I click share. And so now all of the documents at once will become one email to my seller to sign. Instead of sending them one by one, you can just check all the ones that you need them to sign and have them fill it in like one swoop.
Very cool. So well, that's those four then, right? I mean, you're always going to send those four. Is there any others that you're always going to send?
Oh yeah, good question. So you will definitely always send these. Start off and your affiliated business
My
arrangement.
eyes are getting terrible. I can't hardly read that.
It is better if I zoom in.
No, there we go. There we go. I can.
I know.
So
I
is there
read
any,
my Blu-ray or yeah, my blue light glasses recently.
is there any more that are, you're always going to send besides those four?
Yeah. So you will also, okay, so you would actually also send the America's Preferred Home Warranty and with
Which
this
on
doc,
more? Okay, got you.
yeah, so it's called a APHW one-page application. And now with this document, you'll obviously you'll go over with your clients. Hey, do you want to include a home warranty when we do the listing? And if they say no, then what you'll do is have your seller sign down here and sign where it says waiver. But if they do want to include the home warranty with the property, then you'll have them sign here. And you'll pick like the applicable coverage plan that they choose for their listing.
Got it.
Or for their, yeah. So it's always like, I would definitely present this to them, but I guess it just depends like if they want, it's like more enticing for the buyer to see that this is included, for sure. But the buyer also has the option to purchase this themselves.
Gotcha.
Now, say your seller does want to include this, then you would upload this into the supplements portion in the MLS, which I'll show you how to do.
Okay.
And it's nice if you forget to save, it usually yells at you and says that you forget to save. Okay, so the documents needed are that your seller needs to sign are going to be the consumer guide, exclusive right to sell, residential property disclosure, lead paint, the affiliated business arrangement, and the Americans Preferred home warranty 1-page application, whether it's like waived or they cover it. All right. And then you'll send that off to your client and then wait for them to sign. And now once your client does go ahead and sign those documents, actually, let's see. And it comes back here. I'll do a quick sample. So I sign this document. Then now that I sign the document, I'm going to rename this sign so that I know that my client signed the document and I don't have to worry about sharing the document with them again to get it signed. And you want to make sure that like all the various fields that both, if like you have two sellers, that they both signed and initials as well. Do you have any questions on this?
No, I don't. Thanks.
And so up here, you'll see like that's to get back to the loop. This brings you to your templates folder, which you'll automatically have all the brokerage documents in these KWGM documents. If you don't see them in like the packet, then always check this KWGM documents and it has like literally any addendum, mutual release, like here you see septic addendum, anything in addition that your deal needs. Like for example, I actually just had that FHA deal. So I was like, oh, do I need an FHA addendum? And it would be in here. So it's nice to, oh, actually, here it is. So I would just go ahead and check this and then add it to my loop.
What is the just to say that that's the loan is just to state that in the supplements?
Oh, so actually this
Or
is for like the
Go ahead.
buyer that I have.
Oh, that your buyer's using an FHA loan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have to have a whole addendum for that? I thought that was just kind of checking a box.
So it would be more so like if the FHA loan or appraiser, if the lender required an FHA addendum to fix like specific things with the house.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like for
Because
example,
it has to
like,
meet the requirements or whatever.
exactly. Yeah.
I see. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for example, like the house that I have under contract now with my buyers, since there is they flagged structural damage, it's like the FHA addendum states that my buyers will put 1.5 times the amount of repairs in escrow. And both the buyers and sellers have to sign that basically to have that before closing.
Okay.
And that's how like we're gonna take care of the repairs. Yeah. Sorry not to confuse. Since you know the ins and outs of that deal. And then here will be anytime you want to add contacts, you can go ahead and add contacts here. So if like you have specific people, even if you're not writing them a contract yet, but you're like, oh, I'm taking them on, like my friend Gianna, like I took her on a showing today. I'm like, okay, she's definitely going to write a contract soon. I might as well add her to the loop.
Right on.
And what is basically what you all contacts need in Dotloop is name and email. And then you could always fill in the rest later. And then she will be added. Okay. And so now this is how you get back to your loop. Oh yeah, so for example, this is going to be a buyer's loop. Under contract buyer's loop. And as you see, like, here's the signed FHA addendum, the signed purchase agreement. I sent over the escrow letter. No, do you have any questions on how to do an escrow letter?
I don't have any specific other than it would be good to watch you do it. I mean, it would be beneficial to just check one out because I've never seen one, right? So,
Right. Yeah. And so like this is basically like a summary of the deal and basically your commission invoice to the title company so that they account for what you will be making in commission at closing. So for
well,
example,
that's pretty important, right, Cal?
exactly, right? And the title company will request this. They'll be like, can you please send over your America's Preferred home warranty if they didn't waive it and the escrow letter. And they'll obviously like ask for like the purchase agreement and everything like that. But towards like the middle of the transaction is when they'll request the escrow letter. And now since I'm representing the buyer, I'm gonna fill in right here the buy side. So you'll just kind of like follow along, like this is when I created it, and put the property address that's under contract, what title company you're using, the purchase price, your closing date, and even if like your clients aren't, you're getting possession for another like 4 days after the closing date, you always want to put the closing date in because that is when the funds are going to be transferred to the seller and basically the buyer is going to purchase the home to the seller and they will have like their funds will be dispersed. And technically the property closes. So possession and closing date are different in some cases. And now I represent the buy side. So I check here the buy side. And then it's 3% on the first 100,000 and 2% on the remaining balance. So I just did a 3-2. And that math comes to 6,700. Do you want to do an example on how to calculate that?
Sure, we can. Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, you're talking about the 3-2?
Yeah.
I know how to I mean,
You know how, okay.
yeah, I would thought you were talking about going all the way down this sheet right here, going commission payable to K-Dub, any referral, you know what I mean?
Oh, got it. Yeah. So here you would obviously no referral paid by your title company, no. Then commission payable to KWGM, outside referral. This is
what's
all
that,
of this.
37% or 36%, something like that.
Yeah, and like so I wouldn't fill anything out here because that will already be calculated in your commission in command.
Gotcha. So
Yeah,
just leave that as it is. Gotcha. That
exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
hmm
Well, I mean, it's there. You see why I would ask about, you know what I mean? It's right there.
Yeah, exactly. That's so true.
Right.
But yeah, so you wouldn't have to put anything here.
Okay.
Majority of this is like still all about the referrals. And like
And
you wouldn't know how much the list side is making.
I'm sorry, real quick, will you take a half a step back? This is
But
all about what referral? What did you,
so this is like if this was like a referral client. So if you had to fill out, say you got a referral from another agent in like Florida and you have to pay out to them.
I see.
Yeah. So this is where you would put like outside referral and
I
if
see.
you had to pay like 50% of your commission to them.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you would just basically let the title company know, like, yes, title company is going to pay my referral fee at closing.
I see. I totally get it.
Okay, cool. And then we move down here, like, I don't know how much the listing agent's gonna make, so I don't need to fill this out. Like, he'll have his own escrow letter. And then this additional 249 that goes to the office fee. Since I'm representing the buyer, you're going to check off buyer. If I was representing the seller, I would check off seller. This is more about the referral. So my buyers are purchasing the America's Preferred Home Warranty 1 year to cover for like the appliances. So I did yes, there's a home warranty. It's the company's America's Preferred Home Warranty. APHW is the key abbreviation for that. And then I checked off buyer, and then the cost of it is $499. There's no HOA, and there's no point of sale. Now, I'm not going to know the seller's information, but filling out your buyer's name, phone number, and email address is super helpful for the title company. And even sending that to them on your first email when you do have a contract that becomes accepted and under contract, immediately letting the title company know that what the property address is, along with including the purchase agreement and your buyer's information, is very helpful.
Okay.
And now, okay, so now that is the escrow letter. So speak of that,
So is this your first deal you've done?
yeah, and we close at the end of the
Congratulations.
month.
What's that?
Yeah, we're closing at the end of the month.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Seems like a nice place. 285. I'll bet it's super nice in Brecksville, huh?
Yeah, it is a nice property.
Very cool. And that was your family, you said? Someone in
It
your family?
is, yeah, so it's my boyfriend's brother.
Very cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Let's see what we got. This is, unless I don't know if I include pictures in there. But yeah, so this is the front of the house.
Here, I'll just write the address down. Was
Okay,
it
yeah.
85? I'm squinting this whole time because it's on my cell phone because I wanted to see if I could
Follow
do
along.
it. Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, we
But
can
anyway,
close. You
what?
can. You
That's all
can.
right. It's all right. We're good. We're almost done anyhow, right?
Yeah, and so I'm just gonna play this video for you
All right.
because so this goes over the affiliate. So who we're affiliated basically, like with Cross Country Mortgage, Ohio Real
Right.
Title, and America's Preferred Home Warranty. And they did a little video specifically for this class.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna make sure that I share the volume. Okay.
Hi, my name's Sean Hadley. I'm a loan officer and branch manager for Cross Country Mortgage. You can find me at the Keller Williams Pepper Pike office. Look forward to meeting with you.
Hi, I'm Don Jarecki with Cross Country Mortgage, and I service the west side, the Rock River office. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you.
You hear?
Hi, Keller Williams, Greater Metropolitan. My name is Janelle Kiefer with Ohio Real Title, and I am the East Side Sales and Marketing Rep. Look forward to working with you.
Hi, I'm Jennifer O'Malley with Ohio Real Title. I service KWGM on the west side. I hope to see you soon. Have a great day.
Hello, my name is Gina Legeza, and I'm the Area Sales Manager with America's Preferred Home Warranty. I am your point of contact for all things home warranty. Please reach out to me and schedule a one-on-one appointment so that you can learn how important home warranty is for you and your clients. I am looking forward to working with you.
Very good. Very good.
Did you hear it all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I know I thought it was cute that they did that. All right. Here we go. Okay, cool. Now, do you have any questions on how to do things in the MLS? Like, do you want to share your screen with me?
No, I think why do I hear myself talking for some reason?
Oh,
That's
wait.
so crazy.
I can see if I can. Okay. I stopped sound.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Is it better?
Okay. Oh, God, that's much better. Yeah, no, I think I'm
Justin?
sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. No, I think I'm good with the MLS, Cal, for sure.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Unless you want to go over some stuff, I'm happy to, I mean, there may be some stuff that you can show me. I'm happy to listen if you want to go over some stuff. I just don't have any specific questions, right?
Oh, okay, I feel you.
You
Yeah.
see what I mean? Like I just
Gotcha. Yeah,
kind of
so
put me on the spot here with
I
this
know, I'm
Zoom
sorry.
call anyway, so
Yeah.
but it all has been very informative and I do appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate you attending. It
You
was fun.
bet.
So basically, we're just going to show you, you do know how to set up a portal. But if you go ahead and here and click search residential, and then based on like what your client's criteria is, obviously you want to show them active property, so you check that. If they want to be in specifically single family homes, I would highlight this. And then over here, it says like the price range. So say they wanted, their budget was 300 or 300K, it would be 300 and then you put minus. So anything below 300 would populate. And then here you would just choose like the specific cities they want to be. So for example, I know my client wants Lakewood. So I'd highlight that. We do like Rocky River, Avon Lake. And so for example, if you wanted to click multiple, you would just hold down the control button and then it would highlight the various cities that you choose. And then Trump in Ohio. Let's see. So now there's 25 matches. So I want to look at the results. Okay. So then this shows all the results that meet the criteria. So if you wanted to set up a portal, or also called an auto email, so that your client will get emails directly to them with any properties that meet the criteria in the specific city. So you click here, click save, new auto email.
I missed that step. Click where? We go back one more time,
Oh, yeah.
please.
Mhm.
You click
you'll-
where now?
You click save.
Where is save? I don't see your cursor for some save. Hang on.
Okay. Let's see. Can you see about it?
Okay, I see save now for sure.
And then so when you click on save, these three options will pop up. Click on new auto email. And then here, if you don't have your contact in MLS yet, you'll create new contact. And for example, friend. And then cool, then I'll click save. I'm gonna put me, and then I'm gonna put my other email because my MLS email is my PW. Okay. And then you would do, you want to be blind copied on the emails that you send out to your client. This is your welcome email. So here I normally just say like Kelly's portal, or you can say Kelly house hunting. However you want to name the portal of your client, you would put in the subject line. And then this is like a pre-filled message. And obviously you can edit however you can edit this message by just clicking on Kelly and then have that filled out for you. And then right here you see the criteria that you chose for your client. I like to enable concierge mode. This gives you alerts and your client alerts so that you know what properties are being sent to them. And then also show this contact in reverse prospecting results, as well as enable as favorite search on home tab. And then click save, go to approval. Now what this allows you to do is check the specific properties that you want to send to your client. So it says these 25 listings found for Kelly's portal need your approval. They are not yet visible. So none of these have been sent to your client. You can choose specifically what you want sent to your client, or if you like all of the properties, you just click the top and then approve selected is where you would click, and those will all be sent to your client so that they could review them, see if they like any. But if you're like, oh, I know for sure, like if you can change the view of the properties here by doing agent thumbnail, and it shows what the house looks like. That gives you a better idea of like what you think that your client will like and what you don't. And so you can like you'll only send them like the approved instead of sending them 25, you'll send them like a good 10. That makes sense.
Totally makes sense.
Actually, so the house that I showed my friend today, see if it's up here. Oh, here it is. Yeah.
Well,
So
here
that's
what's the address?
1599 Elber Ave.
1599, you said?
Yeah. And they just went down in price. It was listed at 299. Now they went to 279.
And so this is what, you just saw this today. All you guys did is look at it.
Yeah.
Does your, do they not want to make an offer?
No, it was not. Yeah, it needed more work than we thought.
Yeah. It's a small kitchen, huh?
Yeah. Are you looking at it right now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the kitchen and like the appliances were outdated. Honestly, the pictures were a lot better than in person, no offense, but like it had cute charm to it. But
Yeah, I was gonna say it's nice. So I am such a sucker for hardwood floors. I
yeah,
really
that
am.
was super nice throughout the whole house.
That master bedroom or bathroom rather definitely needs some work. The gold, the 80s gold shower door.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
It's cute though, for sure. And you know what? If you get into Lakewood for under 300 grand, Elber's a great street.
That is a great street. It's between Madison and Detroit, which is
You
crazy.
got 2 full bathrooms and you're under three. I mean,
Mhm.
hey, it is what it is. Here it is. You know, you want to get into Lakewood or don't you? That's just kind of how I am nowadays with these. There's no houses for sale
I know, yeah.
for under 300,000 bucks.
Right? Yeah. Agreed.
I don't know, especially with 2 full baths. That's nice. So there is a bath on the first floor, right?
No, so it's actually just in the
No.
basement.
Okay, so there's one in there. Okay.
Yeah, there's one in the basement and then there's one on the second floor. Hmm.
So I like the one. Did you see the one in Avon Lake for two? I think it was like 279 or 269 on starts with a B.
Oh no, let's go look at it.
It's really cute. It's only 1,000 square foot though, and it's almost 300,000 bucks.
Oh wow. Let's see. It was on
Oh
eight.
shoot! It might have been in Bay Village. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I it's in Bay. If you click Bay Village, which actually I really like Bay Village. To be honest with you, Bay's nice. I feel like.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Do you like
agree.
Bay?
Yeah, that is like I do like that. Let's see. And then you can always like modify the searches. So if she did like if your client did want to add Bay to their portal, you can go ahead and update that anytime.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Do you
so
see
like
what I'm looking at? I'm gonna find it right now.
yeah, just like and then you
Bay
approve them.
Fair. It's 259.9. I like it. I like it a lot.
Are you moving to Bay soon?
So my girlfriend has this beautiful house on in Avon Lake, right off of Walker, and it's 3.5 bathroom. 3.5 bath, 4 bedroom, and she's by herself. Her son's in college. She's a freshman. She just moved to college. It's like this is a lot of house for her. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. Oh, this is super cute.
isn't this cute? Like I could plus she's had I feel like it would be good for her she's finished with Avon Lake. The whole reason she was here is to to have her kid graduate school here, you know.
Mhm.
And of course Bay is just the next town over. Although you
Right.
do get into the Cuyahoga County taxes, and she does like the Lorain County
Oh
taxes.
yeah, agreed.
But with this finished basement, I mean, that could be a spare bedroom when her son is in from out of town, in
Yeah,
from
for
college
sure.
rather. And I don't know, it's just got a lot of,
Yeah, it's cute. I like the setup. Very trendy.
yeah, I think so too. And I feel like it's a little bit off of Columbia, or I'm
Oh, okay.
sorry, off of, I think not Columbia.
What does say Columbia? And you know how to look up where the RPD and lead paint are supplements? Oh, shoot.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. And then you would
That's
just click
actually
on
really
it.
important.
Mm-hmm.
To look at that because ironically, I sent my one client. She's looking in Garfield, I sent her this great house and I never looked at the supplements and it was just on forever. And I sent it to her again. I sent it to her 3 times. I'm like, this is like a home run in my opinion. I can't believe it hasn't been sold yet. Are you sure we can't make time to look at it? Right.
Yeah.
And then I finally looked at the supplements and it's like a whole bunch of basement stuff. And that's probably
Yeah.
why it's sitting there, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. And even like right now with this property, this is what it says. So it says,
Oh, this one here, I didn't look at
Mhm.
this one yet.
yeah. So I just downloaded the the supplements basically.
Right.
And what I like to look for is anything that's written on the line.
Or yeses, right?
Yes, yeses, and normally if you see a yes, you'll see things written on the line. So this one says, during the last big storm, we had some water in the basement, but not
Right.
much.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, we had people getting rescued off rafts from the highway. I'm 42 years old. I've never seen people get rescued from rafts in Cleveland, Ohio on I-90.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know, everybody had water in their basement. I would be skeptical if someone said they didn't. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's so true.
do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't be too worried about it, but I don't know. It's certainly why we get a home inspection, right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
But
that's
I
good.
just
Like obviously they disclosed that because of the condition. But then also down here it did say that but what they did
mold, but they had it
some mold.
removed or
Mhm.
whatever. I mean, what
Exactly.
when was this house built? I mean, it's houses have mold. The problem is it's $258 a square foot. That's the thing.
Yeah. So it's probably super small when you walk in.
Well, it's 1,000 square foot.
Yeah. Like my place in Avon Lake is bigger.
But so that doesn't count the finished basement though, which I don't know how. But isn't that nice? What is that? Is that
Right. This right like that's how my above ground is, and then this
right?
is like including the basement, and then that's what the total then becomes.
But why did I think they didn't include? And if the basement's finished, you include it. Is that right?
So you actually, I don't think you ever include the basement,
But they did right here, right? Or they
but they
just
just
make
like they didn't include it in like they in like the square footage what this calculates. They did include it in like the finished square footage to show you that like oh the basement
right.
is 572 square foot, and then so they're trying to tell you that the total is 1582.
But here again, you know,